Hey guys, today's Lost Sector is going to be Concealed Void on Europa. There's going to be 3 overloads and 1 barrier. We're going to be playing Strain Titan today with Syntheseps. For the abilities, we're going to have Towering Barricade with Frenzied Blade and Grapple. Since the Syntheseps apply to the Grapple as well as the Grapple will make us orbs. For the aspects, we're going to have Into the Fray so we can get Woven Mail from Tangles, as well as Banner of War since we're going to be using a sword and our melee often. For the first fragment, we're going to have Threat of Transmutation. When you have Woven Mail, Weapon Final Blows create a Tangle. Threat of Isolation. Landing rapid precision hits emits a severing burst from the target. Threat of Warding, picking up an orb of power grants Woven Mail. And Threat of Fury, damaging targets with tangles grants melee energy. For the guns, we're going to have a hand cannon for the overloads, as well as a 1-2 punch shotgun. We're going to use this mostly on the overloads as well. The Lament for the barriers, as well as overloads if needed, and the servitors. On the artifact, we're going to want overload hand cannon, as well as Thetonic Tangles. Strong weapon final blows have a chance to generate a tangle. Elemental Fury, this will make our elemental abilities as well as orbs deal more damage to stun champions. Refreshing pickups, when we pick up a tangle or elemental orb, it gives us energy to our least powered ability. And elemental munitions, when we defeat enemies with tangles, they have a chance to drop special or heavy ammo. Moving on to the mods, on the helmet, I'm going to be using a Void Siphon mod, but you should use a Siphon mod that matches the element of your shotgun. We'll also be using a hands-on mod, so when we defeat enemies with our melee, it will give us increased super energy. On the gloves, we're going to have 2 heavy-handed mods because the second one will make the orbs more potent. On the chest plate, 1 arc resistance mod and 2 solars, or 2 arcs and 1 solar, your choice. On the boots, use a recuperation mod. This will give us 70 HP when we pick up an orb. Absolution, which will reduce all ability cooldowns on our pickup. And Invigoration, which will reduce our melee cooldown on our pickup. On the mark, we're going to have Powerful Attraction, so that every time we use our barricade, it will pick up all the orbs in the area. Starting off the Lost Sector run, we're going to be trying to get Banner of War ×4 for the overload. There is a cooldown on applying stacks to Banner of War, so we're going to try to get at least 2 stacks of Banner of War. If you can get 3 without dying, that's great. We're going to use our grapple on the overload, and then we're going to use the charge attacks with Lament to get some HP back. Once we kill that overload, we just need to kill the rest of the stuff in this room to get the next doorway to open. To take out the shank, I'm going to use a 1-2 punch shotgun with an empowered melee. The second room will have a barrier in it. It can be a little difficult. My attack plan here is to use 1-2 punch shotgun with our power melee to just kill the barrier straight up, and then use some charged attacks with Lament to get some HP back right away. In this circumstance, it would have actually been more beneficial for me to have a Solar Siphon mod on, so I would be creating orbs with my sword to get recuperation health back. But that is alright. Banner of War kind of filled in the gap for us. For this overload, we're going to use Grapple again, but we're just going to finish him off with some shotgun shots. Across this gap, there will be lots of exploding shanks as well as an overload. The sniper can really get on your nerves, so if you have a hand cannon that can kill it, feel free to. I'm going to go deal damage to the overload once I kill most of the exploding shanks. In this boss room, we'll get the boss to spawn by killing all the enemies in here. Get some melee kills if you need to. We're going to want to have Banner of War ×4 for when we pop our super. This will keep the boss semi-stun locked until we run out of super. Once the boss is gone, I would suggest using either Lament or your grapple on your melees. The Lament, keep in mind, if you're blocking and you deal damage, it will heal you. I don't really know what was happening with mine. It was only swinging once, so I did end up dying because of it, which is kind of annoying. But that shouldn't happen to you guys. Once you kill the boss, you can go loot the chest. That's all there is to it today. Happy farming.